Hey, what's up you guys, it's Connor, and today I'm going to be doing my, what is it called? My Boxing Day book haul from Bookoutlet. They had something where if you bought a certain amount of books, like certain price range, then you got a deal. So I did the $10 one, so I don't know what the threshold was for that, but I definitely reached it, and then I got $10 off, so I got these books for extra cheap. So I have the invoice, and actually one of the books that I got was oversold or something like that, so I didn't actually end up getting it, and I wasn't charged for it though, so that's sad, but I still have plenty of books on my shelves to read, so I'm not too worried about that. The first book that I ended up getting was The Sandman and the War of Dreams by William Joyce. This is the fourth book in the Guardian series. This is the series that they turned the first book into that movie, which is called Rise of the Guardians. It's about Jack Frost, and I love that Disney movie. It's probably one of my favorite Disney movies, so I ended up going ahead and buying this one. I haven't read any of them, but I'm just really hoping that I absolutely love them. And now I have all four, and I'm going to marathon them. I don't know when I'm going to marathon them. Maybe next month? I think I'm going to do it next month. Hold me to it. But in the movie, the Sandman is so funny. He can't talk, and he has like this little chime thing that goes with him, and he talks by making figures with sand, which I thought was really interesting, and I just cannot wait to get into this series. The next book that I got is super weird. I got the second book in the Seekers series, which is Great Bear Lake. It's a book about bears, and there's three different types of bears. There's a black bear, a grizzly bear, and a polar bear. I got the first book from Goodwill. It was like a library edition, and I have remembered that book for so long. It's been a couple years, and I remember every single thing that happened in that book. So there's something about that book that I just like. So I decided that I wanted to continue on with the series, and when I saw that this was on there and it was in hardcover, I was like, yep, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get it. This was a part of the Scratch and Dent section, and this is the first Scratch and Dent book from Bookoutlet that I've ever gotten, and the only thing wrong with it is it has a very little tear in the spine, so that's not a big deal at all. So I'll definitely be reading this one soon. It's a middle grade series about bears. I love bears, so maybe that's why I like it. I'm not really sure. But yeah, the next book that I picked up was Rotten Ruin by Jonathan Mayberry. This is going to be the first real zombie book that I read. I've read a lot of books and a lot of YA books and a lot of books that have zombie-like creatures in them, but I haven't read a book that has straight up zombies in it. So I am super excited to get into this one. It has a really high rating on Goodreads, like a 4.3 maybe, something like that. It's definitely above 4. And I think it's about this character, and he is a zombie hunter, and then over the course of him learning how to become a hunter and everything, he starts to learn that the zombies that he's hunting are not completely brainless or something like that. So there's some depth to these zombies, and so there's something fishy going on there, so he starts to figure out what's going on. I'm really excited to get to this one as well. And this is the book. I made a tweet earlier today, and I was tweeting about how when you get a book from Bookoutlet that doesn't have a remainder mark, it's like winning a rock paper scissors game. It's so true though, because I always look to see if they have remainder marks, and this is the only one in this book haul that doesn't have one, and it just makes me like really happy when they don't have remainder marks. The next book I ended up getting was book 9 in the Ranger's Apprentice series, and that's Halt's Peril by John Flanagan. I am determined to finish the series this year, so I need to read book 8 and then book 9, and then after book 9 I think there's 3 left, so I'm so close. I have 5 books left in this series. I've read 7. It's going to be awesome. I hope it ends fantastically, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be so sad. If you guys don't know what Ranger's Apprentice is, it's about this character named Will, and when he's 12 or something like that, 11, all of the people around his age are getting apprenticeships, and he does not get accepted to become a knight, and so he is accepted as a ranger's apprentice, and rangers are this mysterious group of people in this world that no one really knows what's really going on with them, and he has to learn everything about being a ranger and the morals that they have and the duties that they have within this kingdom. So I have been really enjoying it. The characters grow a ton in the series, and I think that's one of the main things that I really like about it. Then I put Chasers of the Wind in my cart by Alexei Pehov. I have been seeing this book on there for a very, very long time, and the cover has just really intrigued me the entire time, and so I ended up just putting it in my cart because I want to read this book. It's an epic fantasy book, and it follows like 4 or 5 characters, and I just want to see where all of this craziness unfolds. And like, this guy looks kind of like a demon or something like that. Not really sure, but I'm still going to give it a go. I really wanted to check it out, so I bought it. And the last book in this book haul is probably the most exciting, and that is Yes Please by Amy Poehler. I love Amy Poehler. I love Parks and Rec. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. So funny. And so I'm really excited to get to this one and see what it is all about. I know you're supposed to listen to the audiobook, but I don't have anything to listen to audiobooks with. I don't have Audible or anything like that, so I am just going to read it. And hopefully I like it just as much. And it has pictures in the book, so I don't know if you read it on audiobook if you have access to the pictures. So, you know, give and take. I'm just so excited to read this book. I am definitely going to be reading it soon. I think that's one of the things I want to do in 2016 is read more nonfiction books, specifically memoirs, because I find that I actually really enjoy them. So if you guys have any memoir recommendations, I've read Mindy Kaling's memoirs and I have Furiously Happy. And so if you have any other memoir recommendations, I would love to have them. I prefer lighter memoirs, ones that are funny. So if you have any of those, please let me know down below in the comments. So these are the books that I got on the Bookoutlet Boxing Day sale. Let me know what you got, if you got anything. Let me know if you actually buy anything from Bookoutlet anymore, because it seems to be killing my TBR pile, making it huge. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!